Good afternoon, Meeple people! Today we are not looking at a board game, we're going to be looking at the computer game called Faeria. F-A-E-R-I-A.
Today's issue we have Meepleman versus Faeria. Faeria? Faeria?
I got introduced to this by a friend who told me this was better than Hearthstone, and I tried it a couple times and I gotta agree with him. It is better than Hearthstone. It reminded me of Hearthstone back when there wasn't a million cards and a solved meta. This has got that new fresh perspective, and it's got a really interesting mechanic where it doesn't just rely on your cards, it also relies on board positioning, almost like an army game. So let's jump into it and take a look at Faeria. So increase the volume. Very good graphics. I'm not gonna change that. So we're just gonna jump into an AI game just to show you what it's about. I've been playing for a day now, and so I probably have about 4 hours under my belt. So let's just continue our mission there. As with all TCGs, you can build a deck. Now, what I find interesting is Faeria doesn't apologize for using some things off Magic. When it uses haste, that's what haste means in Magic. Instead of saying enter the battlefield, they use the word gift. So let's just jump into that. So obviously early game creatures are better. Okay. Now, one thing to know about Faeria is that your deck doesn't use land cards like Magic, but your Hearthstone mana isn't the only thing in the game as well. So you have your Hearthstone style mana on the bottom. You can see I've got 3 there. You've got lands which you produce each turn, which you put onto the battlefield, and that's where your creatures will be. So let's start off by doing my favorite combo of the game, which is putting a really weak creature and playing a Steam Forge, which is kind of like a building, so it doesn't move or anything. It has life on the bottom. As you can see, it's got 3 there, casting cost at the top, and each turn you'll give one of my dudes a buff. The 4 wells you see are ways to get additional mana. Each turn you'll get 3 mana per turn, but if you are in contact with the well on your turn with a creature which wasn't just summoned, just like that, you'll get an additional mana. So we had 2 mana last turn, and now we got another 4. So now we're up to 6. I can play my cards only on the land type they have. So for example, a generic card like this can be played anywhere on my lands, not on his lands, and so you have an incentive to try to move up towards their side of the board. So for example, instead of producing a specific land type, I can produce 2 generic lands. I'm gonna move my villager up so I can place this guy onto a land here. This guy's going to the battlefield to ping, so we're going to do that just there. And end our turn. This board has way bigger impact on the game than your cards do. Well, I wouldn't say way bigger, but like, it is a significant portion of the impact. So it's incredibly important where you put your people. This guy's got a flying creature, which has got 2 health, but it does do me a lot of damage. So let's play a 5-drop and burn that away. Oh. Let's move our troops up and turn. Now I'm playing mostly a red deck, but I've got some green in there as well, so I better start making forests soon. Another Steam Forge. Okay, so this is not good, the fact that he's got all this land here. He can literally generate troops on my doorstep now. So I'm going to have to be a lot more aggressive in order to survive. So let's move that up. I can't move buildings, so that's locked there. I'm gonna drop a land here. Drop a land here for defense. And drop a land here for defense. So the only way through to me is by killing my Steam Forges. And obviously the channel in the middle. So let's continue up. And turn. Okay, so Taunt is like Hearthstone, where this guy needs to be killed before anyone else. So it's a good line of defense. I'm going to continue up and attack here. Let's produce a red land just there. One thing to note is I didn't have to produce a land each turn. I could instead draw an additional card. Ooh. Nice. Oh. Okay, lots happened there. So let's move this to his land, so he can't produce a dude there. Let's go in and attack. Let's build a mount right here, so we can plop my dude and kill those 2 guys. And in turn. Okay, now the green's coming out. I do not have any forest at all, so that's going to make it a bit hard to catch this dude. We're in an alright position anyway, so let us continue. Ooh, so that's not bad. That'll let me actually combo off quite well. So I'm not too worried about all these guys here. I'm going to go aggressive and try to claim the win. Let's pop. Oh, I don't have the mana for Mr. Seed Grower. Oh well. Let's continue our attack. I'm more worried about this guy doing 4 damage. So let's Smash him in. Oop. Trade there. This right at my doorstep. And that's the win for me. So that was a game of Faeria. As you can see, it's pretty interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's very addictive as well. So you've got the whole TCG addiction going. You've got the whole level up achievements addiction going. I probably won't continue this because I play a lot of Magic the Gathering already. But if I didn't, this would definitely be my choice over Hearthstone, just because it offers a lot more gameplay, and you still have your drafting mode in here, which they call Pandora, which I might make a video on later. But yeah, that's Faeria for you. Now, which one do I want to claim? I don't have yellow in any of my decks, but this guy's been really fun in draft.